KGA Pirates, it's Mr. Mike. Glad to be here. Are you ready to get started? Today we have an English lesson. Yay! And why do we have these English lessons? What do they help us do? Why? What do they help us? They help us write, and they can help us read, and they help us talk. That's why we're doing this. So let's do it. Today we're doing opposites. It's part 3 of opposites and our last day for opposites for now. So let's look at these exciting opposites we have today. These are going to be a little bit harder than what we've done before. Let's check them out. Remember, opposites are very different. Two things very different: dark and light, tall, short, big, small, old, new. They're very different. That's what opposites are. Let's review some of the ones we did yesterday. The ones that were description, or words that describe. I'll show you one of the words and you give me the opposite. So there's young. What was the opposite of young? Like a baby is young. What's the opposite? Old. You got it. Old. New. What's the opposite? Old. Remember? Old can be the opposite of new, or it can be the opposite of young. There's a tricky one. How about narrow? That was a really big word we had yesterday. Narrow. Remember, there was a street and it was very narrow and you could barely get a car in there. But then there was another road and it was wide. Wide. I know some of you remembered that, but that's a hard one. Narrow and wide are opposites. Hard. Hard. There were two things we had for opposites. One was soft. Hard and soft. The other one was easy. Hard and easy are opposites. Heavy. Heavy. Remember, we had a boy carrying a bucket of water. It was very heavy. The opposite of that is light. Light. That's opposite of heavy. Fast. That's an easy one. You know that. Slow. Wet. Like if you jump in the swimming pool or in a bathtub, you get wet. What's the opposite? Dry. You got it, dry. And the last one, this is another hard one, straight. We had a picture of a girl with very long, straight hair. And what was the opposite of that? Curly. It's a little hard to say. Curly. Well, let's do some new ones. You did a good job with the ones of the last 2 days. Let's look at the new ones for today. Today we're going to look at action words. Action words. Those are words that have action. You're doing something. Like run. That's an action. You're moving. Or swimming. Playing. Those are actions. When you're moving, you're doing something. See, the children aren't swimming. They're playing. Also, talking. Talking is an action word. To talk. Laugh is an action word. Sleep is an action word. You're not doing much, but that is an action, to sleep. Well, all of our opposite words today will be action words. Let's get going. Opposites. The first one we have is laugh. To laugh. It's an action. What's the opposite of that? Cry. Cry. I'm going to cry because I miss you. Laugh and cry. Those are opposites. Next one is, what's going on here? Push. Push. Do you see the boy is pushing the car? The opposite of that is, watch the girl. Watch what the girl is doing. She's pull, pull, push, pull. Those are opposites. The next one we have is whisper. To whisper. You know, when you don't want somebody to hear you, you whisper. What's the opposite? What's very different than whisper? Shout. To shout. That's when you talk very loudly. Shout. Like at recess, when you're outdoors, that's when you shout. Whisper and shout. Those are opposites. And they're action words. Open. Open the jar. There's a jar of marbles and we want to open it. Oh, there we go. We take the lid off. We open it. Well, the opposite is to close. There's a jar with no lid on it, so we close it. We put the lid on it. Open, close. Those are opposites, and they are action words. I think you know these. Stop. You know, stop. And the opposite of stop is go. Stop and go. Those are action words, and they are opposites. Stop, go. I think you can guess what that is. There's walk. That man is walking. To walk. And the opposite is run. Walk, run. Those are opposites. And they are action words. Well, what happened to her? Sleep. Looks like Miss Stella. Is she sleeping on her desk? I've never seen her do that, though. Sleep. So what is the opposite? To wake. There he is. It's morning. The sun come up. It's time to wake. Those are action words, and they are opposites. Sleep and wake. The next one is to give. To give. The little boy is giving flowers to his mother. To give. And the opposite of that is to take. To take. The big girl, she wasn't very nice. She's going to take away the teddy bear. Not very nice. Give and take. Those are opposites. And they are action words. The next one is to throw. Throw. Throw a ball. And the opposite is to catch. Catch. Those are action words. Throw and catch. They are opposites. The next one is to fix. When you fix something, if it's broken or it's not working, you fix it. There was a man fixing a computer, I think. He's fixing it. Well, what's the opposite? You're not putting it back together if you're not fixing it. The opposite is to break. To break something. Fix and break are opposites. The next two are to write and erase. Those are opposites. They're action words and they're opposites. To write something down on paper or to erase it. Those are opposites. And here's your homework. You're going to draw 3 pictures of opposites again. But this time I want them to be action words. Ooh, that could be a little difficult. That could be challenging. Those are hard to draw sometimes. And then send me the pictures in WeChat. It's okay. It might be a little hard to draw action opposite words, but there's some examples in this video, and you can use those words. Okay? Now, these are not action words, but they're examples of opposites that I drew. Tall and short, pretty and ugly. They're not action words, but they are opposites. I want you to watch the video from yesterday, the opposite song, because there are a lot of words in that song. If you knew all those words, I would be really impressed. There's a whole bunch in that song. And most of the words have been in the 3 lessons that we have done together with opposites. So watch this video again, and don't forget to draw your pictures of your opposite words and send them to me. And if you still want to make a leprechaun trap, you can do that and send me a video or a picture of that. So have a good weekend. I miss you a lot. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.